Okay, in this episode of The Breakdown, I want to walk through our toning options. Toners are really popular. We use them a lot after like a bleaching service, let's say foiling or balayage. But what really is a toner? In the US, we often think of a toner as something you would use on bleached hair after a lightning service. But at the end of the day, a toner is a color. But we usually refer it to blondes. So what are our options in toning in the Schwarzkopf Professional portfolio? You've got some choices here, but I want to separate it into three categories. Our permanent toning options, our demi-permanent toning options, and then our semi-permanent toning options. Let's start with permanent. In Agora Royal, we have shades and tubes that look like the rest of the lineup, but you'll see here they have the 9.5-1. So anything in Schwarzkopf Professional that says 9.5 before the dash means that it is a pastel toner. It goes on level 9 or lighter. So you can use these with the Agora Royal Oil Developer 3% 10 volume. Equal parts, you would put it on the hair, leave it for maybe 5 to 20 minutes depending on what you're looking for, and you'll get a beautiful end result. Now, this toner does have alkalinity, which means that mixed with a 10 volume developer does have the ability to shift or bump the base. If that's what you're looking for, it's absolutely brilliant. It's actually one of my favorite tubes in the whole entire lineup. If you do not want to bump the base in between the foils or on the other hair that's not been balayaged, wait for it. I'll walk you through this. Our other toning option would be TBH, any color in TBH with the tone softener. So here, I would say maybe like a 9-47 with TBH tone softener would probably be your best option. Now, what does that look like in terms of mixing? Well, you would take your Agora Royal Oil Developer 10 volume and do a 1-to-1-to-1. So one part of your level 9 color in TBH, one part tone softener, one part 10 volume. Mix that in a bowl, you can put that on, and the tone softener literally just softens the tone. So it makes it like a slightly sheerer version of a 9-47, which is beige copper. So we're going to set these guys aside and step into our demi-permanent options. We have Agora Vibrance. This is like one of our most famous brands that we've got right now. It's phenomenal. It's super shiny. It's a versatile liquid color that comes in a box like this, and you can mix it two different ways. One with a lotion activator to make it more bowl and brush, or one with a gel activator that would make it really easy for bottle application at the bowl. So you'll see here we have that 9.5 again, simply means this is a pastel toner. Mixed 1-to-1 with their Vibrance activator of choice, 5 to 20 minutes, and you're good to go. What doesn't really have the ability to shift a base, maybe with the 13 volume activator lotion, if the client had really fine hair, you might see a shift, but for the most part, it's not something that you need to worry about. Next up, we've got our Blonde Me toners. Everybody knows Blonde Me, and they know it for the Blonde Me Bond Enforcing Premium Lightener 9+, aka the 9-level lightener in Blonde Me. But I don't think a lot of people knew that we have toners in Blonde Me. They're a little bit different in that we have two categories. We have our deep toners and our pastel toners. But you'll see that there's no numbering system. So you have a shade like Ice. That's going to be our like platinum toner. And then where it says DT means deep toner. So these are going to be slightly deeper toners for like root shadows and things that are creative like that. So these you'd mix 1-to-1 with the Blonde Me 7 volume. And leave it on anywhere from 5 to 20 minutes, and you're good to go. They're super shiny, they're pH neutral, and they have bonding technology in them, so you cannot go wrong with the Blonde Me toners. And then last, but most certainly not least, we have Chroma ID. So this does follow the Agora numbering system. You can see here the 9.5-1. And Chroma ID is phenomenal because it is a bonding mask that is pigmented. So think about how perfect that is. It falls in the semi-permanent category, so it's definitely acidic on the pH side. You don't mix it with anything. It's straight out of the bottle right into the hair, and it's toning and bonding all in one go. So think about how perfect that is. If you've just gotten done lightening somebody's hair and it's maybe a little fragile, Chroma ID is going to be a perfect choice if maybe you overdid it or they had compromised hair before when they came in. So we've got our permanent toning choices. Let's not forget about him. Agora Royal, TBH, we have Agora Vibrance, which is a true demi-permanent, shiny, beautiful demi-permanent color. We have the Blimey toners, which are also demi-permanent, pH neutral. And then we've got our semi-permanent Chroma ID. Hope this was helpful in breaking down all of the toning options that we have in the Schwarzkopf Professional portfolio. Stay tuned for more breakdowns for everything Schwarzkopf Professional.